Okay, we're here in the shop today to put some Koni shocks on yet another project car, but we're actually not going to put them on a car today. We're going to put them on our truck, our Ford F-250 that we use for all our towing and hauling. And we're going to put Koni's new SRT.T LT series shocks on it, not because we want to make it faster around the track, but because we want to make it safer and more comfortable when we're towing to the track. So a lot of people think about shocks in the race car, and they know that high spring rates and a lot of body weight control mean you need a good shock. The same is true with a pickup truck, and if yours is like ours, this is what you're currently towing with. We added stiffer rear springs to our truck. We always drive with it almost fully loaded with a trailer and sliding camper in the back, and that means we need a good shock like the ones Koni makes in order to control those springs and that weight. So we're going to be putting Koni's new SRT.T LT series shock on it today, and hopefully it should drive and ride much better and tow more safely afterwards. Okay, so let's talk price, because you're probably wondering, how are they going to afford to put these bright orange Koni shocks on this old beater truck? These aren't actually that expensive. At least they're cheap compared to what you'll spend on quality suspension for race cars. This is just a generic, no-name, rounded black shock we picked up at the local parts store for this truck. It was about 30 or 40 bucks. These Konis, in contrast, retail for like $70. Tire Rack has them listed for, what is it, $67 for the fronts and $70 for the rear. So for about twice as much money, maybe another 100 bucks or so, you could go from rounded black to actual nice Koni shocks on your tow vehicle, which we think is a great deal. And we're wondering if we could adapt them to a Miata and save some money there too. In order to hit that price point, Koni did leave off some features you might be more accustomed to in the higher end products. These aren't adjustable. They're made of steel, nothing too fancy there. But we still think they're a good value, especially because, at least in our experience, Koni seem to last a lot longer than the $30 shocks you buy at the parts store. So we're pretty excited about this, and pretty sure that they'll last a long time in our truck. Let's get the creeper out, because it doesn't really fit on our lift, and get to it. Okay, just finished putting a set of Koni SRT.T LT series shocks on our F-250 project. They look great, and should be much better than the blown out stock stuff that was on there before. So can't wait to give them a shot and hook up the trailer to go for a test drive. We just got back from another trip to the Florida International Rally and Motorsport Park, our official test track, and that'll be like the third or fourth trip that I've driven on these new Koni SRT.T LT shocks on our F-250 project. And so far so good. I gotta say, I love them. It's not really a fair comparison because the shocks that were on the truck before were completely blown, but these, it drives like a new truck, at least in the suspension department. Ride quality is way improved. You go over railroad tracks and it just bumps and settles back into being a truck instead of, pogo sticking all over the place like it used to. If something runs out in front of you on the road or somebody changes lanes you don't expect, it drives way more confidently. Now, you don't have to worry about those second and third order effects whenever you turn the steering wheel or avoid anything or hit a bump, because, there's shocks on it now, which is awesome. Overall, totally thrilled with these Koni shocks. If you want to get a set for your truck, check out their whole line of truck shocks at the link in the description. And if you want to see more videos like this, including us putting shocks on way more interesting vehicles than this F-250 project, make sure you subscribe to our channel and share this video. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.
Support brands that support grassroots motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit CRCIndustries.com to learn more.